There's so much stuff sitting on the sneakers app here in Tokyo, Japan. It's absolutely unbelievable. It cannot be right. There must be a problem here. There's about 50 shoes, and I reckon maybe 20 of them are all sneakers that people out there would love to get their hands on, but they don't realize that they're sitting there on the sneakers app. And the big deal that I'm doing at the channel these days is I'll grab them for you. I'll grab them for you if that's what you're looking for. If where you are in the world, this shoe is sold out, and you're like, whoa, I've been trying to get my hands on those guys, and they're sitting on the sneakers app in Tokyo, Japan. I don't mind grabbing them for you and just doing a trade. Here's the shoe, give me the retail price for them. It's absolutely not a problem whatsoever. I can't get most of these shoes in my size anyway, so it's just a thing that I can do for people out there. And I'm absolutely sure that some of these guys are huge shoes that are sold out in other places in the world. So this is the kind of video you might want to be sharing with people, like your people who love their dunks. They're coming tomorrow. We'll do the dunks and the airs tomorrow because there's so many shoes I can't do them in one video. And today what we'll do is we'll do the Jordans, we'll do the LeBrons, and we'll do the Scottie Pippen, more Uptempos. So basically this video is all about what's sitting on the sneakers app here in Tokyo, Japan. And if you're after a particular pair of these guys, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be happy to grab a hold of them for you. So it's just the Jordans, the Scottie Pippens and the LeBrons, and we'll get to the dunks. Some of the dunks are incredible. There was the Dunk High UBA, the Undercover Basketball Association. They shouldn't be sitting. There's the Acid Wash as well. They shouldn't be sitting. That's the kind of stuff we'll get to tomorrow. But then today we'll focus on the Jordans, the LeBrons, and the Uptempo. So first things first, the first thing in our list here is an Uptempo, a Scottie Pippen Uptempo. It's the cool grey midnight navy. So let me stick up a picture on the old green screen here of that one and have a look at that. And these guys, I don't know actually when they dropped. It would be great if I knew their drop date to know how long they've been sitting on the sneakers, because some of these guys have been sitting there for weeks, if not months. But these guys are called the cool grey midnight navy, and in Japan it's 19,250 yen, which is about $192. And the size is the important thing. So what's left, according to this, is a full size run, 24 centimeters up to 30 centimeters, which is about a US 12. So if you're interested in that shoe and you've been looking for it, it's it's not sitting where you guys are. They're just right there, sitting there, full size run on the sneakers app in Tokyo, Japan. And right beside them, our first LeBron 8, the Space Jams. A bunch of different sneakers came from the movie, the Space Jam movie, Space Jam 2. And these guys are sitting in the LeBron 8, and according to this, 24,200 yen, so about $242. It's almost a full size run again, except for Japanese 30 centimeters. So size 12 US is out the window, but 25 centimeters through 29 centimeters, about a US 11, sitting right there. You know, one of the bigger shoes of recent times, but they might be sitting elsewhere in the world, and these shoes might not be that big a deal to you guys. And this is a really good example of one that probably is sitting in the rest of the world. We're talking about the Jordan 36, the latest sort of shaping up, the latest silhouette in the line, and it's called the Rui. And these guys are 22,550 yen. And I wouldn't mind betting it's the full size run that's available. I'm totally wrong. It's not the full size run that's available. It's 25 centimeters to 27.5 centimeters. Don't know what the US sizes are or the UK sizes are for that, but 25 centimeters to 27.5 centimeters, 22,550 yen, so about $225. So if that's a shoe you're interested in, which seems like quite a lot of people are, they're sitting on the sneakers app in Tokyo, Japan, just sitting there. Now I'm going to pass these dunks that we'll get to tomorrow, because some of them are just incredible. And there's another Scottie Pippen, more Uptempo retro summer this time. This one's called 20,900 yen, so about $209. Full size run again, the whole thing just sitting there, available 24 centimeters to 30 centimeters. So remember, 30 centimeters is a US 12, but they're sitting there on the sneakers app, just hanging around. I don't know how long they've been there. Let me just have a quick look and see if it's got a date further down in the information. It says posted July 17th, and this is August the 31st I'm shooting this. So 6 weeks these guys have been sitting there, full size run, sitting on the sneakers app. Now further down there's some Jordan 1s, and I'm just like, how on earth are Jordan 1s still sitting? But you can tell me if they're sitting where you guys are. There's those basketball ones, the undercover basketball dunks that we'll get to tomorrow, but currently there are 5 different sizes still available in that, but we'll get that tomorrow. I'm not going to mix my Dunks and my Jordans. So scanning through that says, so if you don't know the Sneakers app, basically the Sneakers app has 3 columns to it. One is the sort of news feed, where they just sort of churn out, the upcoming sneakers and stuff like that. And then the right side is upcoming, the actual drops with the drop dates, and that's for the future. And then the middle is in stock. So these are things that are still in stock that you can buy straight off of the Sneakers app. And here's one here that's kind of interesting to me because the Jordan 3s are a shoe that I like very much. This is the Racer Blue, 23,100 yen, so about $231. And if I remember rightly, not many are left. Yeah, there's only 2 sizes left, and these guys, 25 centimeters and 25.5 centimeters, so quite small in terms of those Jordan 3s. Racer Blues are called, but still a Jordan 3 sitting there. And again, if I scroll down, June 27th, man, so all of July, all of August, over 2 months these guys have been sitting there, a Jordan 3, just waiting for somebody to come along. This is an interesting one. It's a LeBron 18 low, but it was it's called the Higher Learning, and it was a collaboration. I can't remember who the collaborator was, the brand was that they've been collaborating with, but the Higher Learning since June 6th, all of June, all of July, all of August, 3 months these guys have been sitting there, 19,250 yen, which is about $195. And the size run that's available for these guys, almost a full size run available here, 22.5 centimeters, all the way up to 29 centimeters. Skip 29.5 centimeters and 30 centimeters is there, so almost a full size run. A pretty big collaboration with an 18 lows over there. So and here we come. This is the first of at least 2 Jordan 1s that I know that are on there. This one's the Light Fusion Red. Now personally I can see why this is sitting, because I think it's an ugly colorway. It's just not my thing, but it's a Jordan 1, and Jordan 1s don't sit, you know what I'm saying? But this guy's been sitting since June 2nd, so a full 3 months this guy's been sitting there with 19,250 yen, so about $192. And in terms of the size run, it's about half and half. So you've got the 23 centimeters, 24 centimeters, and then 25.5 to 28.5 centimeters, and nothing higher. So probably about a US 10 is the biggest you can get in that one. But it's a Jordan 1, and sitting there in the Sneakers app, in the the in stock section, just waiting for somebody to come along and grab that. So and then another LeBron. This one's is this a LeBron 8, the Treasure Blues? I think this might have been a grade school one. And the sizes that are still available, basically all of them except for 30. So it's men's sizes. I'm wrong about it being a grade school, but it says 25 centimeters through 29 centimeters for 22,000 yen, so about $220. But these guys just sitting there. I should check how long that's been sitting there for. Since May 21st. 3.5 months. A LeBron 8 just sitting right there. This one here really surprised me, probably the pick of the bunch as far as I'm concerned. It's a really beautiful Jordan 1 women's court purple, and it's the same as the price before, 19,250 yen, so about $192, and it's been there since May the 20th. And the size run on these guys is 22 centimeters to 26 centimeters, so a lot smaller, but still, out of the 11 sizes available, only 2 are sold out, and that just really surprised me, because it's a very clean Jordan 1, those court purple women's. So so another big shoe that's sort of sitting there, and this might be, is this the third and last Scottie Pippen more up-tempo, but it's the classic kind of red, black and white colorway, even though it's sort of slightly different, because I think it looks like patent leathers, but definitely got a sheen to it. They're calling it the black and varsity red, and 19,250 yen, so about $192, and it's been sitting there on the Sneakers app here since April the 30th. All of May, all of June, all of July, all of August, 4 months, man, that this guy's been sitting there. And the size run that it's available in is, there's only 3 sizes left in this one, 26.5 27 and 27.5 centimeters. So if that's something you're interested in, I know there's guys out there, the more Uptempos, you know, that they're like, oh, I'm dying to get that shoe, but it's not available where I am. So so I could be the guy that gets that for you if you're looking for that. And one of the bigger Lebrons of the year, the Lebron Miami Nights, which is I think it was like a player exclusive 10 years ago, and now they brought out a general release on these guys. But again, you know, they posted here in Japan on the sneakers app in April, and sitting there for 22,000 yen, which is about $220. And the size run on these Miami Nights is 25 centimeters to 28 centimeters, so a little bit lower, a little bit smaller in that. And I think there's still one or two more Jordans sitting on here. I'm going to fly past this one. It's a Jordan 35 called The Greatest Gift, but it's just not a shoe that interests me. And then there's a LeBron 7 baseball blue, or Dodgers, I think I've heard this, called 24,200 yen, so about $242. And full size run, 24 centimeters to 30 centimeters, just sitting there on the sneakers app in Tokyo, Japan. There's other stuff that I'm skimming past, I'm not stopping on, Blazers and Air Force Ones and stuff like that. There is this situation that drives me nuts. Now, this is not available. I know this already. It's an Air Jordan 1 High, neutral grey it's called. And then when I click on the site, it says it didn't get it, oops, sold out. And it's like, come on, Nike, if that's sold out, then don't put it on the sneakers app. Don't tempt me with something that I just know that I can't get a hold of. And then we get a run of like 3 different Jordans that are sitting there. These are the Jordan 4 Women's Starfish, 24,200 yen, so $242. 22 centimeters to 26 centimeters, like I said, it's a women's run. That sat for a long time, and I think it's sat in many different places. And then there's a couple of really nice Jordans. The Jordan 13 Royal, Black Royal, 23,100 yen, so about $231. And the 3 sizes left in this: 26 centimeters, 26.5 centimeters, and 27 centimeters. And then right beside that is another women's, which is the Jubilee Jordan 11s. And these guys, 25,300 yen, is probably the most expensive shoe we've looked at today. And the size run that's available in that is 22.5 to 25 centimeters, so lower down the order, and the size runs there as well. So, and that's it. I think that's all the stuff there. So a couple of gems, a couple of Jordan 1s in there really surprised me. But it's basically the Jordan sneakers, the Scottie Pippen Uptempos, and then the LeBron 7s and 8s, which we're looking at in there, and of course the 18 lows. And what we'll do tomorrow, like I said, I'm not going to do the whole video in a one, because there's so many of them. But there are a few dunks and other Air shoes, Air Force Ones, Air Max 90s, and that kind of stuff that we're going to get to tomorrow. So those, hopefully when I shoot this video tomorrow, those the acid washes and the undercover basketball associations will still be there. There's a dunk low undefeated here. It's sold out, it says, but I wish they wouldn't leave it on the app there if it's sold out, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the good stuff going there. Until today, the yellow Jordan 4s had been sitting, Lightning I think they were called, but they're not there anymore, so that's something that's sort of gone by the wayside. I'm just having a quick look at the upcoming to see if there's anything interesting coming down the line. It's really nice Dunk High Fragment on September the 5th. And then the Air Jordan KO 1. It's a nice colour. Ooh, women's Air Jordan 1 low. Looks like kind of starfishy. Oh, and there's a women's Air Jordan 1 high in, what's this one called? Seafoam it's called. But they're upcoming releases. They're not sitting on the sneakers app, like I said. The other ones are all sitting there. So if you're interested, if what I just went through, you know, today, all those different shoes, there could be anybody out there, the Jordan heads who are like, wow, you've got Jordan 1 sitting, or Scottie Pippens. I know a lot of people like, you know, chase those more Uptempos. So they were hugely popular here in Japan. I don't know if they still are as popular as they were maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but still, it's kind of a big shoe, literally and figuratively, to be sitting there. And then the LeBrons as well. So and then tomorrow, like I said, dunks and Air stuff like Air Max 90s and things like that. So hopefully something that interested you, or something you want to share with people out there that you know that the Scottie Pippen community or the Jordan community or the LeBron community would be interested in. These shoes are just sitting there waiting for somebody to come along and make a home for them. So that's today, part 1 out of the way. Tomorrow, like I said, dunks and airs, like Air Max 90s and things like that. So I'm just going to sign off. We're still churning out that daily content. I've still got those Jordan 1 Pollens for anybody who wants to pay retail for them, and also the Jordan 5 Oreos for retail. I've actually got them in hand if you're looking for those as well. So with that being said, though, still daily content we're churning out. We're 3 days short of 1,000 consecutive days on YouTube, so that's something to look forward to. For now, though, time to wrap this one up and just say thanks for checking out the content, and I'll say the same thing I say at the end of every single video, which is that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.